Lahari. Today I'm here with my teammate Sami Mohammed, and we are going to present our second project in web programming named Chase Your Fortune. So we are a team of two members called as Resto Rulers, and this is a project. Coming to the project summary, our project title is Chase Your Fortune. The project description is this is a web-based project for who wants to be a millionaire game show that is very famous show, and this is done using PHP session management, and the leader is Mohammed Sami and I'm the team member. So coming to the problem statement, current educational platforms often fail to deliver the engaging and entertaining experiences necessary to make learning truly interactive and enjoyable. Instead of focusing on immersive learning, many systems simply deliver information without capturing users' interest. The traditional learning methods lack the appeal needed to hold users' attention and ensure information retention. There is a clear need to merge education with entertainment to create a more captivating learning environment. Users are actively seeking a platform that not only provides knowledge but also engages and challenges them in an enjoyable and rewarding way. They desire an educational experience that is as stimulating as it is informative. So, coming to the solution, this project introduces a web based game modeled after the renowned television show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, here the users can register, sign in, and partake in a succession of multiple choice questions, accumulating scores based on their accurate responses. The initiative strives to revolutionize education by merging it with an entertaining game, presenting users with an enjoyable and stimulating arena to assess their knowledge. Through the integration of a game show framework with educational material, the platform furnishes an immersive learning journey, motivating users to engage actively and augmenting their retention of knowledge. Coming to the features of our project, we are having four features. One is user authentication, multiple choice questions, scoring and earnings, and the last one is leaderboard. Coming to the user authentication, this facilitates the creation of personalized accounts for users, enabling them to track their progress and scores within the game effectively. In multiple choice questions, we are presenting a wide array of questions across varying difficulty levels, guaranteeing an engaging and intellectually stimulating experience for users. Coming to the scoring and earnings, rewards users with virtual earnings for each correct answer, incentivizing them to strive for higher scores, while an incorrect answer prompts the conclusion of the game. Final one is leaderboard. This displays users' earnings and the dates of the gameplay, inspiring them to enhance their performance and compete for top positions. My friend Sammy will explain you the UML diagram.
So hello everyone. So what is a UML diagram? UML diagram is nothing but it's the structure of our project. So when a user enters to the page, he'll be landed to the index page. If he's an existing user, then he can directly use his existing credential and log into the page. And if he is a new user, then he need to sign up for the account and then need to go to the login page and sign in through the credential. So once a new user come, he need to sign in through their credential, then need to submit that, and that page will be redirected to the login page, and then he need to re-enter his credential and log in through that. Once he successful log into that, he'll be moving to the game index as we see in the picture on the left hand side. And if he's entered the wrong credential, then there will be message shown that the credentials are invalid. Once a user goes to the game index, there he'll be having two options. Directly, you can start the game, or else he'll be getting log out of the page. When the user starts the game, then he'll be moving to the different page where he'll be having different set of questions. It's nothing but he'll be having one question and he'll be having some amount for the question, and also he'll be having four MCQs, that is multiple choice question, and he need to select the correct answer from that four. If he enters the correct answer, then a reward money will be added to his name. If he enters any wrong answer in the duration of his game, then he'll lose the game and he'll be out of the game. If he want to be a millionaire, then he need to continuously uh, answer all of the question without incorrect answer. And if he wants to exit in between the game, he can also have a button where he can exit out of the game. So this was whole about the UML diagram. Coming next to the next slide, that is the code snippet. As we can see on the left side, this is a snippet of our user sign up. Once a new user comes here, he need to fill his detail like name, email ID, his date of birth, and the gender and phone number. Also, he can also give upload a photo user that will be displayed on the profile. So on the right hand side, we can see there is a code of it. So we can see it's a HTML form also which contains field set legends, and all the name, email, date of birth are inside the div tag, and we also name the class as fields. So this all comes under the class field. And also we have inputs. All the different types of inputs are in the different tag, that is div tag, and has a class of column. So we used text for taking the name, and we have used input of type email for taking the email. And also we can see there is a date of birth. We have used a type of date of birth. And coming to the field gender, we have used radio buttons. Since radio buttons is used for selecting any one from that. Similarly, for phone, we have used number, and for uploading photos, we have used image. Moving to the next slide. This is a code snippet. Once the user logins to the game, he'll be seeing his dashboard. In the first side, we can see that on the left side, we have the photo, and we can see that the user photo is there and his username is written on that. And he has two options. He can start the game or he can log out to the game. And in the bottom, you can also see that there is a scoreboard of that user. So in this snippet, we can see there is a three amounts. So this is the user's detail. So he has placed three game, and on the right hand side, we can see the timestamp. When did he played the game? So this is the scoreboard which he can see whenever he wants. He'll enter the dashboard. So on the right hand side, we can see the snippet of that. So on the right hand side, we have used a PHP code. We have started the session, and we are taking the score data of the user from a file called scores.txt, where we have stored all of the scores of the user. This file is extracted using file get contents, and it is stored in the variable called content. Then we have used exploit underscore variables, where we are dividing this whole scores, whatever the lines are there, in the form of backslashes. For each game, we are dividing into backslashes. Then we are using two arrays, that is entire underscore data underscore array, empty arrays that are, and then score underscore values. Then we are using a for each loop for every iteration, and for every line, we are separating the username, the user amount, and the timestamp by using semicolon. And after that, we are using this table and we are printing this whole uh, amount as well as the timestamp. So moving on to the next page. When the users click on the start the game, then he'll be landing to this page, and he can see the different set of questions. So this is the first question, which is for $1,000. And the question says is what is the capital, say, capital of France? So he will be having four option. Then from this four option, he need to select one option that is correct answer, and he need to submit the answer. If the answer is correct, then he'll be moving to the next round. Similarly to the final. And if he want to exit the game, he can just click onto the exit button. On the right hand side, we can see again there is a PHP script. Once we start the session, we take this questions script and we'll take by using file underscore get underscore content, and we'll store in the content. We'll just exploit this, divide this, and we use this. We use an empty array, and we'll just iterate by lines, and we use semicolon for separating the questions with the options. And after that, we'll just count whether if the user answers the correct, then we'll count it and we'll be iterating by using a counter. If he answers correct, then we'll be incrementing. Otherwise, if he answers the wrong, then he'll be getting back to the dashboard by saying how much money he has been rewarded. Moving to the next snippet, we can see, as I said, when he entered the correct option and submit the answer, he'll be having this. Congratulations, you have won $100. And if suppose if we enter the wrong option and submit the answer, he'll be having this message showing that you have answered it wrong. The right answer, and also he'll be seeing the right what is the right answer, and also it will be displaying how much rewarded amount he is getting. So in the next slide, we can see the snippet for that. So on the left hand side, we can see there is a snippet for the correct answer. So from the PHP, we are just evaluating if the session count or the amount is correct. Then we are, as I said, we are incrementing the count. Then if that count is matches, then we'll show this measures name that like congratulations, you have won, and we'll extract that amount of money from that PHP session. And we say if you want to continue the game, and he need to move to the next question, else log out. On the right hand side, we see another script which is for the wrong answer. So this is also a PHP script. We use a if loop here, that is set if the session is wrong, then it will display your answer is wrong. With the correct answer also, it shows the reported amount. Else it will go to the correct one. Moving to the next slide, that is Scrum methodology that will be explained by Lahari.
So, coming to the Scrum methodology, we followed the Scrum methodology to complete our project. Scrum is an agile project management framework that emphasizes iterative development through short iterations known as sprints. So, these sprints typically last for 1 to 4 weeks. So, team selects tasks from a prioritized list called the product backlog and hold daily stand-up meetings to discuss progress, plans, and obstacles. So, our sprint planning meetings define goals and select tasks for the upcoming sprint, while sprint review meetings showcase completed work to stakeholders for feedback. Sprint retrospective meetings focus on continuous improvement, facilitated by the Scrum Master, who also helps to remove obstacles. The key roles, including of the product owner, are responsible for managing the product backlog, representing stakeholders, and collaborating with the development team, which delivers the product increment. So, the Scrum promotes collaboration, transparency, and delivering value quickly. So this can be explained by the Scrum methodology diagram. So in this diagram, we can see the first scope, product backlog, design, and some planning of the meeting. There are sprint backlogs, sprint automation. The daily Scrum meetings are recursive, and the sprint execution, sprint review meeting, and the sprint retrospective. So we have followed this methodology so that we can work efficiently. So we used this technique in our project. And coming to the testing part, we have done many testings. So the first one is unit testing for question display. Here we test to ensure that questions are being displayed correctly, including text formatting, images, and any other media elements. And the second one we performed is session testing. where we verify that the user sessions are properly initiated, maintained, and terminated as expected during interactions with the system. And the third one is user credentials testing. We validated the functionality related to user authentication, registration, login, and logout process. And the next one is image folder properties testing. We assess that the image folder properties such as permissions and accessibility are configured correctly to ensure smooth retrieval and display of images. And the last one is correctness of displayed answers testing. We are confirming whether the displayed answers correspond accurately to the questions posed and are evaluated correctly for correctness or incorrectness based on user input.
Coming to the Kanban methodology, in the review, we can see we have utilized the work by using the sticky note. Whatever the points we when used to have, we used to write on the sticky notes, and we need to done the work one by one. And also we have limited the work in the progress. We bound to the agile methodology to keep the track of the work in progress. And also we have focused and flow. We used to manage on the quality and the quantity of the work rather than focusing on the other activity. And coming to the last, that is continuous improvement. We used to plan this thing coding, and we used to rerun that as many times till that the final result we are approaching. I mean, the result we are getting it. So we used to rerun the code and add as many feature as possible to it. So we use the Kanban methodology. So thank you.
So now we are going to see the project demo here. So this is the first page which we see. This is the index.php and this is the login button. So when you click on this, you'll be redirected to the login.php. Here you can log in, or you can, if you don't have an account, we can just sign up. So first let's try click here to sign up. So this is the sign up page which we have seen in the PPT also. So here name I can type like tags ABCD and the email address and some date of birth. Gender we can select and a phone number something and some password. Let us write it.
Just use XYZ.
Yeah, you can use anything. And the photo is mandatory, so you can upload some picture.
Demo, then image.
You can. So for demo, I'm keeping some background.jpg here, and we can sign up. So when we click on sign up, we can see the thank you page, and it is showing to log into play right now. So when we click on that, we can enter our username and password here. There is a music also playing. I think you can hear. So here we can see the displayed image, the photo and the name and the start game, logout, options, the scoreboard. And this is the user is signing in for the first time. There are no previous games, amount, and the time. So we'll click on start the game and Sammy will explain you about this.
So once you start the game, there'll be you can see there is a symbol of millionaire. Then and below that there is a question for which how much reward. So the first question is for like $1,000 reward. So the question is what is the city of France? So we have four options, that is London, Paris, Rome, and Madrid. Then from this four option, we need to select any one that is which is correct. So what is the capital of France? We know that the capital of France is Paris. So let's just submit the answer. So we'll be redirecting to the new page saying the message, the congratulations, you have won $1,000. So here also we are having a audio, which I guess you can't able to hear it out. So once we have landed to this page, we can continue by start the game, continue the game. Next, the question is for like $200. The question is, what is the chemical symbol of the water? Also, we know that the formula of the water is H2O. So we can just go with that and submit the answer. So we can see, submit it, submit.
Yeah, I submitted.
But I didn't, I aren't able to see it.
Now, can you see this?
No.
No.
Okay.
I just continued the game. So here, yeah, it's okay. So this is the $300 question that is who wrote Romeo and Juliet. So if I select the wrong answer, let's see what happens. So when you submit, you can see it will be displaying you have answered wrong page. So and it also shows what is the right answer, and it shows the place the message congratulations $200, and then you can log out. So let us try once for some other case. We'll explain you. So if I consider Sam, so Sam is an existing user. So this is the profile photo of Sam, and the scoreboard of Sam is this. Here you can see the amount won in previous games, time of previous games, everything is displayed here. Okay, so if you start the game again, and if I select some wrong answer, let us see whether it gets updated or not. I'm submitting wrong answer. You can see here it is displaying the right answer, and also it is showing a message like try again next time. So when you log out, now let's check whether it is getting updated or not. If I give Sam again, I'm logging through Sam details. Now you can see this is updated. Just now the time is 17:42, and the Sam won $0. So it is getting, so it is working fine, right? So this is the whole interface, and this is a whole project. So yes, thank
So
you.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.